They've been massacred by the Taliban, their homes destroyed, their sacred monuments obliterated. The Hazara are among Afghanistan's most persecuted people, and now the Taliban have returned to their doorstep. But the Hazara are refusing to give up their hard-won freedom and fragile peace. I'm Steve Chow. On this episode of 101 East, we travel to Bamyan to meet the people desperately clinging to hope.
The snow is patchy. Equipment, basic. But the enthusiasm is abundant. Welcome to skiing, Afghan style. In a nation racked by violence lies a place that still offers that rarest of commodities, peace. It's an hour up and 5 minutes down in the 6th annual Afghan Ski Challenge.
Absolutely broken. It's a really tough climb, much harder than I expected.
The field comprises a few adventurous Westerners with a horde of hardy locals, well acclimatised to the lung-tearing kilometre-long climb to the top.
It's really funny, struggling up the hill, sucking wind, just absolutely dying. And then you see these little Afghan kids, skis over their shoulders, just breaking trail straight up the mountain, and you just have to, chuckle about it.
The race was conceived and is still run by European ski enthusiasts working in Kabul. Locals have taken up the challenge with passion, even if there's still not quite enough donated ski equipment to go around.
It's all a tremendous amount of fun, a lot of hard work, especially having to go up under your own steam. The governor here wants to put a ski lift in to make that easier, and obviously there's a lot of people here who'd be keen for that, but the Taliban are just over these hills, and that's all beg the question of whether all of this will be here tomorrow.
Bamyan is the ancestral home of the Hazara people, a Shia Islam minority making up about 10% of Afghanistan's population. The Sunni majority Taliban regard them as infidels, to be subjugated and massacred. The mountains, as high as 5,000 metres, shield them from a resurgent Taliban who await the spring thaw. For now, the Hazara focus on transforming this place into an international adventure tourism venue. But fear of the escalating conflict means that, like this year's snow, foreign visitors are thin on the ground.
Number 25, Anna. Yeah.
You get here and you kind of forget all that when you just see, people hanging about, having a good time, participating in a ski race. Everybody's really warm and welcoming and friendly, and so it feels very normal actually when you're here, as compared to what you see on the news when you're away. But yeah, I mean, you just pause and think, and it's pretty surreal to be here.
Texan lawyer Jeff Olson caught the snowboarding bug a couple of years ago and happened across Afghanistan surfing the web for exotic slopes.
You see the military guys down here, and you think about where you are and what you're doing, and it's just incredible. You just have to stop and pause for a second and appreciate the moment.
Today, at least, these Hazara military guys appear suitably chilled. Attacks here are rare. But the situation in the rest of the country is increasingly grim as the Taliban seize large swathes of countryside.